Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome back to
The
the stories we couldn't post.
post.
How's
Let's
life
go.
been?
Life. I mean, straight to the big questions.
Yeah, always.
I don't know. Life has it's been busy. Obviously, I had my birthday last week.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Awful.
Oh my god, you're 28.
I'm 28. It was absolutely horrendous. Okay, that's being
No.
dramatic, but it was just one of those birthdays that was just like a bit rubbish. And I never have a rubbish
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah, I feel like you're always someone who has good birthdays.
I have good birthdays. I put a lot of time and effort into my birthdays. Like even last year, I was like, didn't do anything on the day, but I just spent a day to myself, went charity shopping.
Oh my god, I can't believe that's been a year.
I know.
I remember
Do you remember
saying
that?
Yeah, that's been a year. That's insane.
It's crazy. So yeah, it was just like, I don't know. I was
She's exhausted.
I was working like pretty much all week. Like the whole of that week, I somehow was doing things during the day and the evening. And then the night before, I was at an event working. The morning of my birthday, I had to work from like 7 a.m. on my commute to a job. I had to work that job, then work the evening and the next day.
She's
and
a
I
hustler.
had to work over the weekend.
You're just a hustler. Okay, you don't
I'm
get
just a
days off when
boss
you're a
bitch.
hustler. All right. Okay, that's just the rule.
Oh, no, so it was just awful.
Aw.
And I know that sounds like dramatic, but I actually don't really care that it was bad because I knew it was going to be bad. And I think like it's a bit humbling to have a bad birthday because you're like, do you know what? I had a bad birthday and I can live with it.
I actually hate birthdays.
I hate birthdays.
I hate them. There's so much pressure on it.
It's horrible.
It's one of those days where it makes you look at like everyone and thing around you and be like, oh my god, it's been a year. Like, what have I done?
What have I done?
Who are my friends? Do people love me?
I know.
It's like
Honestly.
one of the worst days, I swear.
I don't know. But it's fine. I'm celebrating this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm treating this week as like my birthday week.
Nice.
So
yeah, that'll be fun.
yeah. What about you? What have you been up to?
Honestly, it's been busy. Parents have been down.
Oh yeah. I missed meeting Hayley's parents
Yeah.
at the weekend.
Bridesmaids' duties are already off to a
I
bad
know.
start.
Was everyone there but me?
No, Olivia
Okay.
wasn't there, to be fair.
Okay.
No, but it was good. Like, it was fun. And then on Sunday, I was so exhausted. I
Really?
was a little bit hungover, actually. And then I woke up, went to Pilates, of course.
You're so on it
I'm
with the
so
Pilates.
dedicated with Pilates. But literally, that's like, I don't know, it's my happy place.
It's your thing.
Like, if I go to Pilates, I can go heartbroken, I can go happy, I can go hungover. I just always end up hungover.
Oh, I can't do that.
To be fair, once Tim did a heated mat, like his first ever heated Pilates class, hungover as balls, like literally so bad. But
It's good for you though with the heat.
It is, yeah. But so went to Pilates, and then literally I was just so exhausted, and then I ended up watching this new series on Prime. It's called The Girlfriend.
We have to talk about this.
My God, like literally, I finished the entire thing in a day.
So once you're done with that, because I started off with that a few weeks ago, you then got to go and watch Lioness.
Oh, I've heard about that, but I haven't watched it.
I did the same thing on Sunday, but I binged a whole different series. But The Girlfriend, it's a good one.
The Girlfriend was just so...
Don't say relatable.
I was going to say slightly relatable with exes' mothers.
Right.
No, actually, that's wrong. I've dated a lot of mummies' boys in my life. I think that's actually what I'm thinking.
Do you know what? I've not really.
You're so lucky. The trauma from a mummy's boy is a different level of trauma, seriously. And I can say that because my ex has blocked me on everything. So, so I know he won't see this.
He's not going to see this. See, I was thinking this about, like, obviously we had chats about what we were talking about coming into podcasts. And I was always like, oh, I can never talk about, like, I have great stories. Yeah. I'm like, I just feel awkward if I was to talk about someone and then they go on Instagram and they see that, like, I'm doing this whole story time on...
For me, I'm out to get you all. If you've done something bad to me, it's game over for you.
Yeah, literally.
Like, that's just how it is. But, you know, The Girlfriend was so good, and I honestly, like, it's been a long time since I watched a series in a day.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But it really got me thinking on, like, dating and relationships and stuff, because for me, like, because I've been with Tim for 8 years, it's so... I just don't really know what dating in this life is. Like,
lucky for some.
it is. Dating in your 20s just sounds absolutely awful to me. Like, all my single friends.
Do you know what I will say though? You just have to look at it from a positive. Like, I don't see it as a bad thing. Like, our situations are very different. But it just depends on your mindset, how you view it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure so many people, because I was thinking this the other day, I'm sure so many people would look at me and they'd be like, oh, bless her, she's so unlucky in love. Do you know what I mean? She's like 28, she hasn't got a boyfriend, she's like,
I don't think it's that though.
But I think there's a few ways you can look at it, but I see myself as very lucky in love, because also I have the mindset of like, I know I'm going to meet someone. And like, you know, I'm healthy, coming. I'm happy, it's going to happen. So the way I see it is like completely different. Like, I've had so many different experiences, and yes, like, you know, a few different boyfriends rather than one whole boyfriend the whole of my 20s. But like, I try and flip the switch and think of it as like a positive thing, like different experiences, different people, lots of first dates, like things going wrong, but like I've learnt from it. So if you are single, that's how I try and spin it.
It's all a learning experience.
Exactly. And obviously, I feel like people learn different things. Like, you will know different things to me because you've been in a long-term relationship that I'm not going to know until I'll be calling you up at like 38 being like, is this a thing?
What do you do in a 5-year relationship?
Like, literally. So I feel like
it's the 7-year itch. That's the real thing.
Yeah, is that a thing?
That's 100. Okay, love you, Tim. Wherever you are, love you. But the 7-year itch, I think that, like, maybe not the 7-year, but I do genuinely believe that you've really got to keep it interesting when you've been dating someone for a really long time. You've got to keep it spicy. Like,
and how do you do that?
It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, especially with like work and stuff. I feel like it gets really hard to keep up with it all. For me and Tim, the way we try is date nights. So important. I feel like date nights, and that's where it all begins really. Like, when you start dating, right?
So true.
You can never stop dating each other. People say that all the time, but it's so true. Like, I genuinely believe that the honeymoon period eventually does wear off. I don't care who you are, it does wear off. And it's not to say that it doesn't come back here and there, like those feelings. Like, for me, when I'm on holiday, like, I'm on honeymoon every holiday. That's I can see that for you.
Like, and they holiday a lot.
Yeah, we do. They
be living their best life.
We love holidaying, and I think it's because that is the time we connect with each other. Like, that is the time we use to really spend quality time. And I'm always a big advocate for, if you're experiencing something new with someone, I just think you grow closer.
So true.
And I think it's because you're out of that, like, boring, mundane. Yeah. You know, you don't want to be roommates.
Have you heard about that thing that's like the catch-up friend? It was going like viral on TikTok, and it's like, you don't want the catch-up friend. You don't want the friend that like you'll catch up every 3 months. So like, you'll go for a coffee and you're like, it's this thing all over TikTok, and you go for a coffee with your friend and you catch up about things that have happened in the 3 months instead of making new memories. So it's like that friend that like, you're not making new memories, but like every time you see each other, you're just catching up.
Oh my God, and whoever came up with that is genius.
So good. So good. So like, I honestly, I think it's fine to have friends like that. Maybe not your best friends. Like,
I think your close friends, no.
You shouldn't. But it's...
But I think in London that is tough as well.
It is. Because also...
Because when do you ever see your friends in London? Let's be honest.
And when you do...
I see you every day. But...
Exactly. When you do, you're spending £100 going out for bloody dinner. Do you know what I mean? So you can only... Who can afford new memories every fucking week?
No one can afford memories anymore.
Exactly. Even to travel from fucking North London to South London to go see your mate. Fucking hell, that costs about a tenner.
It's a whole...
Add that up every week.
Yeah, and then you've got to go get your brunch
get food,
as well.
Go get your brunch.
So all in all,
50
£80.
quid a pop it costs to catch up with your mate.
Just start a podcast, it's way cheaper.
Honestly, it's probably cheaper us bloody hiring a studio.
Literally. Oh my God, lol. Dear. Okay, well, on the topic of dating, I have questions.
Oh, goodness me.
So me and Emily have got some questions for each other on...
I'm genuinely petrified.
I'm excited.
Okay, you might be excited because... But... Oh,
okay.
I don't know what to do with myself.
Number 1. What's the biggest ick on a man's dating app profile?
So the biggest ick is when a guy has figuring out my relationship type or figuring out whether they're like monogamous, polyamorous, or whatever. It's an ick for me. Like, it's a complete turn off. It's a complete X. Like, for me, I know what I want. I am monogamous. I am not polyamorous.
Yeah.
I know, because there's 2 different types. Oh, I wish I had Hinge downloaded and then I could have a look. Because there's
glad you're off the apps.
Yeah, I'm off the apps, guys.
I'm off
Thank
the apps.
God. We'll get into that in a second. But it's basically like figuring out my relationship type and then figuring out, oh, there's something else. It's not just relationship type. It's like...
Is it like what you want?
Yeah, whether you want monogamous or polyamorous.
While you're looking at me like I know.
I know. I'm like, come on, Hayley.
Looking at me like...
Oh my God, I need to search what it is because there's 2 different things. Hinge, figuring out relationship. Okay, got it, guys. So when a guy, you can either put on there that you want a long-term relationship, a life partner,
right,
or casual, something like that. And then underneath it, you can say whether you're monogamous, casual, something like that. So if a guy has figuring out my relationship type or figuring out whether I want a long-term or a life partner, and let's say, like, I mean, mine, I'm looking for a guy around 30, like, you know.
Yeah.
Down
we
or
need
up
a mature
3
man,
to 5 years, whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, if a guy is still figuring that out, I don't have time to waste. I need you to come correct and come knowing what you want. Like, I'm sorry, I'm 28. I've known for about 5 years what I bloody want.
We're not 15 anymore.
I'm sorry, we're not. And like, why are you putting that? You know, it's 2 things. Either you are still figuring it out, and by that means you're figuring it out, but you're then bringing people into the mix. Is that not a bit unfair?
Very unfair.
Very unfair.
Eyes.
And okay, maybe you're being honest and you're saying I'm figuring it out, which, okay, give you points.
You know what I think with that? I think
Go
it's
for it.
fine.
I know what you're gonna say.
I think it's fine if the other person is also
figuring it out.
Exactly. And then you can figure it out together.
Exactly.
And you're not wasting someone's time.
Exactly.
But yeah, if it's not fair, you have to have the 2.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, for me, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree, that's an instant X. Like, if you don't know whether you want a monogamous relationship, if you don't know whether you want a life partner, I will not, personally, from what I want, I cannot date you because I need you to know. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, you wouldn't meet what I'm looking for then.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you want, so...
But surely people know what they want. Like, how do you not know?
I've got a theory that men over 30... Well, sorry. I've got a theory that men under the age of 30 are not worth it. Sorry. But they're not. Like, I genuinely don't think... And there are still some men that aren't worth it until they're 35. But I genuinely believe that men just don't figure their shit out until they're like over 30.
I know, but I've always gone for over 30, and even they don't know.
Yeah.
And do you know what the sad thing is if you know that you don't want a monogamous relationship, or if you know that you're polyamorous, open, whatever it may be, you like bloody threesomes, lead with it and be honest with yourself. Own it, because there are other people who will accept that. Because what will happen is if you're hiding this part of being polyamorous or open or whatever, and you start dating someone who is obviously monogamous, there is going to be issues down the line. Been there, done that. So, like,
read that book.
Exactly.
Placed it.
So, like, I think just being honest with yourself, and when you're honest and you live in your truth, you will then attract other people who want to live within that truth.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like, it's a struggle. It really is a struggle, that, because you just want, you know, like now if I went on a date with someone and they said, oh, I don't know if I want children, I mean, I know this is, you know, whatever, if I see a guy that says that they don't want children, I can't match you. Like, there was this one guy I remember, and I was like, oh my God, he's perfect. And I was like scrolling through his, you know, app or whatever you call it,
dives.
And then I saw he doesn't want children, and I thought, this is a real shame, but because I don't have the years to waste.
No,
I don't even have months to waste.
I can't change your mind either, like, and I don't feel like wasting my time doing it.
No,
like, we're too old for that now.
And I would never want to have children with someone who didn't want children.
Yeah.
So
100%. I think it's such a challenging thing. Like, I remember when I started dating Tim, he was so anti-marriage and kids.
Really?
So anti-marriage.
Oh my God,
kids.
I so see him as being like wanting children.
I think he's gonna be a good baby daddy, but like,
yeah,
honestly, yeah, like it's not that I had to convince him, but after the third time we broke up,
Yeah.
when we got back together, I was like, bro, you either want kids and getting married, or like this isn't gonna work, essentially. And I don't think it was me forcing it. It was more just me being honest about like what I want.
What you want, yeah.
And obviously I love the man, but like if you don't want those in the long run, then I can't really get back together with you, because that would be unfair to both of us. But it just so happened that like over the years, I think he saw like some of his friends have kids, and I think slowly his mind started changing. I think he kind of also like matured a lot more in himself and like figured out more of what he wanted, and that's why I say they're not worth it till they're 30.
Yeah, but do you know what? Some people said to me that I should start dating like people who are my age, because I mean, if you look at, if let's say like you meet someone who's like 33 or 35 or whatever, and look, I am, you know, I'm someone who's like relatively like serious about like, you know, if I was to meet someone I'd be serious, whatever, but you also don't want to find someone who's like in such a rush. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To like settle down. So there's it's like finding the balance, you know. And me being single, and to be honest, I haven't been single for that long, but I actively look for advice from people, but sometimes it's like one person's telling me this, one person's telling me this. I'm with you on that. Like I've always dated, not always, but past like 5 years, over 30, and it served me well. It served me well.
Yeah.
But there's also that thing of it becomes so serious so quickly, and
fair.
It's, I don't know, especially when you get into like older, like not that it's old, but like 35 onwards, it's then like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like I just think when you meet the right person, it's all gonna click and it just like falls in place.
Yeah, I completely agree.
It's not that you may still have struggles or challenges with that person, but like I think you'll just have this feeling of it's right.
Yeah.
And I'd rather struggle with that person than not.
Yeah.
They're not tough.
They are.
Complicated creatures.
They really are.
Okay, next question.
Okay. Oh God.
How many dates before it's considered you're off the market, stop dating other people?
I don't think there's like a one answer for that. I think it completely depends. Like for me, I really struggle to date multiple people. Like I struggle to like more than one person at one time. Like if I meet someone and I like you, that's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I must say I'm the same. Like I'm a full hard person. Like if I like you, I probably love you.
Yeah. And it's so obvious, like when you meet guys, like for me, if I meet someone and it's so obvious they like me, majority of the time, like I don't even have to question if they're dating someone else.
Yeah.
Or like, to be fair, I have questioned quite a few times actually, but lol. But I would say like for me, if I meet you on like a second or a third date and I know like I like you, then I'm not going to be bothering with anyone else. Like like it's not even like, oh, we're at this point, tick tick tick. It's just like naturally my body isn't wanting anyone else. So like
just shut off.
I'm just it's just naturally what happens for me as a monogamous person. So whereas some people, like, you know, I'm sure people have dated men before where they're like, yeah, I really like you, but I'm also dating someone else, or like, and you sort of sat there thinking,
what the hell?
How can you do that? Whereas like sometimes
we're connected.
Yeah. But,
we've connected.
Yeah, what do you mean? You're seeing Sandra.
Who's Sandra?
Honestly, I've been through enough now. So like when I meet the person who like I'm meant to be with, I know that it will be like we both realise we're both meant to be with each other and no one else. So I just like I'm kind of in that mindset. But you have to go through all these things in your 20s and like and it's
100%.
Live and learn. Yeah, and it's quite funny because it's like your friends will date and they'll come to you with a story and you'll be like, God, yeah, I went through that 7 years ago with that man, and you have all these experiences build up that you can then like give your advice to people.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say with dating is people will try and tell you that like you should do XYZ and you should live by this rule book and this is the way to date and this is the way. No, it's completely different. Some people, for everyone. Some people, they meet someone and it's an instant connection and boom, you're done. Other people, they, you know, the woman might not like the guy for a few dates and then the guy, like, you know, wins them over or whatever. Other people I've seen online, like girls being like, he didn't like me, so I like had to do XYZ. Everyone's story is different. And if your friend says to you, like, no, you should feel an instant connection with that guy, no. Like, I always think, give people a few chances. As long as they're a good person, give them a few chances, see if things develop. Like, don't just think like, oh, I don't like this guy, so that's completely it. You know, people just give up. They give up.
Yeah.
Whereas I think, like...
Well, they settle.
Yeah, or they settle, yeah.
Settling, I think, is worse sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's true.
No one wants to settle.
Yeah. But I think, like, relationships are so complex and, like, it's different for everyone.
Yeah, it really is. There's so many, like, aspects that go into it as well, like where you're at in your careers or
your
like,
life,
where you're living, like who you're I mean, yeah, there's just so many different parts to it. Okay, next. What's the brightest green flag when you're on a date with a man? Oh, this one's taking some time.
Yeah, I think random.
Okay.
If they're nervous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when they're nervous and like.
Why?
Especially because that means that they're a bit like scared and a bit like
intimidated.
She's too good for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, ladies, listen up. If you go on a date with a man and he's not flinching, he's making direct eye contact, he's very XYZ, he's super confident. I'm not so sure. Wary. I used to think that was really good. So I was like, yes, confident man.
Yeah.
And now I'm sort of like, the sweethearts who end up like loving me or like treating me well are usually very nervous on that first date because they're like, I can't believe I'm on a date with this woman. Do you know what I mean? They're a bit like
you're the one that's like, wow.
Yeah. So and like they should be nervous going on a date with you.
Yeah.
And like when I look back at guys who were like not nervous at all, they had such good game, like, you know, XYZ. Of course, I don't want someone to be super nervous and they'll settle into it and whatever. You
still need a bit of like confidence and banter.
Of course. But like a bit of nerves, I think is really endearing. Like for me personally.
Yeah, I like that.
Look, I love a manly man, but I also like them to think that it's incredible to even get a date with me.
And because that will probably follow through in your relationship as well. Like, big believer in the man needs to be obsessed with you. You don't need to be obsessed with the man. Like, I loved him, like obsessed with the man. But I think that if I look at like the duration of our relationship, I was definitely obsessed for the first 4 years. Like
more so than him?
100%.
No way.
Yeah, I was definitely more obsessed, I think. I don't know, actually, maybe in the beginning it was a little bit, but I would say the first 3 years of our relationship, I definitely was more into it than he was. And even though he thought I was like the hottest girl he'd ever seen, like he was like, oh, you're the hottest girl I've ever hooked up with, the hottest girl I've ever dated, blah, blah, blah. Like I still think he thought he was, but Tim has a god complex. Like, I love you and you know you do. He's probably laughing at this right now. Like, he genuinely does. So I feel like for him, but now I think it's different. Now he worships the ground.
Oh, he loves Hayley.
Yeah.
Like, it is so cute. He would just be like, I just love her so much. Like, he has literally said that to me.
Yeah, literally.
It is, like, so adorable.
He worships the ground.
He really does.
I walk on and...
He would do anything for you.
Anything and everything.
Yeah.
Literally, even watched our podcast and he was like, I didn't understand half of what you were talking about, but well done.
Oh, it's so cute.
He's a good guy.
So, yeah, we're coming to the end of the podcast. We've only got through 2 questions.
So fast.
I think we're going to should we carry it on the second episode, maybe?
Yeah. 4th episode.
4th episode.
4th episode, we'll carry on this convo.
Okay, so this is part 1.
Part 1.
To
a very
dating.
long convo.
Yeah, we literally got through 2 questions. But yeah, we'll finish it off in episode 2. Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Oh my goodness, we're getting through them. But should we do loving and loathing for the week?
Okay. Okay. My love for this week has been... I feel like I'm getting stronger in Pilates.
That's really really good.
Really random, but yeah, like I think it's, yeah, I don't know. That's my love for the week. I'm just getting
That's
strong.
really good.
Just getting strong. And I feel it in my body and I feel good about that. My loathe for this week is my hormones have been up in the air. And it's making it really hard for me to get through life this week. And I'm feeling exhausted and just over it and frustrated. And yeah, I just don't like the way I'm feeling right now. But I know that it's short-lived because by next week I'm feel like on top of the world. So
yeah,
those are mine.
My loving for the week is I feel like I was able to relax for like the first time in ages. I'm really struggling to relax. And I was able to just like switch off and listen to like a good, well, so many hours of that Netflix show.
Yeah. What Netflix show?
The one we spoke about earlier. What's it called?
Oh, the Prime one, The Girlfriend.
Yeah.
The other one.
The other one.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was just really good. It was called Lioness.
Oh yes.
And I just feel like I was able to like fully relax for the first time in ages. Like, I just really struggle with relaxing.
Maybe that's what I need to watch.
Yeah. But I feel like you have a good setup for relaxing because like you have animals.
Yeah.
I don't have animals apart from a rat, but doesn't really count. But
I forgot about the rat. I thought the rat died.
Yeah, one died.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we got one left.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. She's doing well. Well, she's not actually doing well, but anyway.
Oh, God.
So
this is ending off really depressing.
I know. So loathing for the week is, do you know what? I'm starting to find the commuting really hard. Yeah, just commuting to work.
You do a 3-hour commute, which as we've spoken about is just really long.
Yeah, so that I'm struggling a bit because it's like it also goes into the evening before because you're like, I know I've got to get up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's tough. I personally couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's just like a bit long. But yeah, other than that, all good in the hood.
Okay, well, I guess we'll talk about everything else next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.